Hello students, this is Max Club CBSE. In this video, we are going to discuss in the first chapter relations and functions. In that chapter, exercise 1.1, sum number 13. Okay, 13th sum is show that the relation R defined in the set A of all polygons as R is equal to set of all P1, P2 is a pair P1, P2 such that P1 and P2 have same number of sides is a given relation here. We have to prove that this R is an equivalence relation. Okay. In the first part, in the 13th sum in the first part, we have to prove this R is an equivalence relation. Okay. For that, we have to prove that R is symmetric, reflexive and transitive. Okay. Now, first I'll explain the sum. Here, we have to prove that this R is an equivalence relation. Okay. Now, R is defined in the set A. A is a set of all polygons. Okay. R is defined in the set A. Okay. What is A here? A is a set of all polygons. Okay. Polygons means what here? Polygon, we recall the definition of polygon. Polygon means it is a two-dimensional geometric figure. No, it is a two-dimensional geometric figure that has a finite number of sides. That is called polygons. Okay. Polygon definition. I'll recall recall the definition of polygon. Polygon is a two-dimensional geometric figure. Okay, it's a two-dimensional geometric figure that has a finite number of sides. That is called polygons. Okay, this R defined in the set of all polygons. That R is the relation is given like this. R is equal to set of all P1, P2. P1 and P2 have same number of sides. Okay. P1 and P2 are polygons here. Okay. Here P1 and P2 in this pair P1 and P2 we are having this pair. P1 and P2 have same number of sides. This is the relation defined in this sum. Okay. We have to prove that this R is an equivalence relation. Okay. Now, in the second part, here, in the second part, what is the set of all elements in A? Okay. What is the set of all elements in A related to the right angle triangle T with the sides 3, 4, 5. This is the second part. Okay. Now, first we have to prove that R is an equivalence relation. Okay. For that, now we have the solution. R is defined like this in the sum. Okay. R is equal to pair P1, P2. Okay. This is one pair. Such that, but what about this pair P1 and P2? Okay, P1 and P2 have same number of sides. Okay, same number of sides. This is the relation defined in the sum. P1 and P2 have same number of sides. Okay. Now we have to check reflexive. First property reflexive. Okay. Reflexive means we consider polygon. Here R is defined in the polygon set. Okay. In the set A, which P1 and P2 belongs to the set A. A is a set of all polygons. Okay. Now P1 for reflexive. We know that the reflexive condition, here we consider P1, one polygon P1. Again we consider the same polygon, reflexive property, no? P1, P1 again this considering the same polygon means they are same. Again P1, we are taking again the same polygon, that is P1. That means what? P1 and P1, that means same polygons have same number of sides. Therefore, the reflexive property satisfied by the relation. Okay. Now, P1 and P1, again considering P1, are the reflexive means the reflexive property P1 and P1 are the same polygon. Okay. Same polygon. So, we can say that P1 and P1 have the same number of sides. Okay, here same number of sides. P1, again considering the same polygon P1, that means they have the same number of sides. Okay, now that means what here? Therefore, P1 comma P1, again considering the same, no? So, P1 comma P1 belongs to the relation R. That means P1 and P1, same polygon, no? So, P1 and P1 have the same number of sides. Okay, same number of sides. That means P1 comma P1 belongs to R. So, we can easily say that R is reflexive. This is the reflexive property. Okay. Now we have to check that R is symmetric. Okay. Symmetric property. The second one, symmetric property. If symmetric means P1, considering one pair P1 comma P2. Okay. P1 P2 belongs to R. First we consider P1, P2 belongs to R. That means what? P1 and P2 have the same number of sides. Okay. Then from the symmetry condition, what we have? We have to prove that P2 comma P1 belongs to R. That we have to prove here. But P1 and P2 have the same number of sides. That means what? P2 and P1 have the, it's a known concept. P2 and P1, if we change the position, place of the polygon, then also the same one, no? Therefore, P2 and P1 have the same number of sides. That means what here? R is symmetric. Okay. If P1 and P2 have the same number of sides. Here first we assume that P1, P2 belongs to R. That means what? P1 and P2 have the same number of sides. Okay. Then here what we have to prove here? P2 and P1, P2 comma P1 belongs to R. That we have to prove here. From the first statement, we accept that this second one, okay, we accept automatically it is true, no? So that is P1 and P2 have the same number of sides, then automatically P2 and P1 have the same number of sides. This is a known concept. Okay. If we change the place of the polygon, then the same one, no? So P1 and P2, considering P1 and P2, considering P2 and P1, they are the same. Okay. Okay. P2 and P1 have the same number of sides. Same number of sides. That means what? So if P1 comma P2 belongs to R. Okay, this is the one. This from this statement I'll write here. If P1 comma P2 belongs to R, then automatically P2 comma P1 belongs to R. That means R is symmetric. Okay. If you have any doubts, please comment in the comment section. I'll clarify. Okay. Now the third one, we have to check transitive property. Transitive property. Okay, again here we assume P1 and P2, P1 comma P2 belongs to R, another pair P2 comma P3 belongs to R. Then we have to prove P1 and P3, P1 comma P3 belongs to R. That is the transitive property. Okay, first if P1 and P2, first we assume first one P1 comma P2 belongs to R. That means what? P1 and P2 have the same number of sides. Okay, same number of sides. Okay, another assumed condition is P2, another one condition, assumed condition is P2 and P3. Okay, another condition P2 comma P3 belongs to R. That means what? P2 and P3 have the same number of sides. Okay, this is also assumed condition, same number of sides, same number of sides. Okay, then what we have to prove here? P1 comma P3 belongs to R. That means what? Then it is automatically true, no? Because P1 and P2 have the same number of sides, P2 and P3 have the same number of sides. That means what? This P1 and P3 have the same number of sides. This is known concept here from these two statements. Okay, therefore we can write then P1 and P3. Okay, P1 and P3 have the same number of sides, same number of sides. Okay, P1 and P3 have the same number of sides. That means what? So if P1 comma P2 belongs to R and P2 comma P3 belongs to R, that means then P1 comma P3 belongs to R. Okay, P1 and P3 satisfied the given relation condition. Okay, that means we are writing here P1 comma P3 belongs to R. Therefore this polygon this relation satisfied the transitive property also. Okay, therefore R is transitive. R is transitive. Now we proved here R is what? R is reflexive. Here R is reflexive, then R is symmetric, then R is transitive. Therefore we can say that since R is reflexive, symmetric, and transitive. Therefore, hence R is an equivalence relation. R is an equivalence relation. Okay. Now we proved the first part. Okay. Now the second part. What's the second part here? What is the set of all elements in A? Okay. Related to the right angle triangle T. Set of all elements in A related to the right angle triangle T with the sides 3, 4. Then what is the set of all elements in A? Okay. Elements in A is related to the right angle triangle. Then question is what is the set of all elements in A? Okay. but A is related to the right angle triangle T. That's the concept here. Now solution for the second part. First, here A equal to what here? A equal to set of all polygons. From the first part we know that A is equal to set of all polygons. Polygon means it's a two-dimensional geometric figure that has a finite number of sides. That is the definition of polygon. Okay, we know that, already know the definition of polygon. Okay, now A equal to set of all polygons. Okay, the elements in A related to the right angle triangle T with sides 3, 4 and 5. This is the question. This is the concept in the sum, given in the sum. Okay, the elements in A, okay, this is the concept given in the sum. I'll write here the elements in A related to the right angle triangle, related to the right angle triangle. Okay, right angle triangle. The elements in A, related, which one? This elements in A related to the right angle triangle T. Okay, with sides 3, 4 and 5. This is given in the sum. Okay, since T is, what is T here? Okay, the elements in A related to the right angle triangle T. No, what is T here? T is a polygon. Okay, T is a polygon with 3 sides. This T is a elements in A related to T. No, okay, this is the concept given in the sum. But what is T here? T is a polygon with 3 sides. Okay, polygon means it's a two-dimensional geometric figure with finite number of sides. This T is also a polygon. We, from the definition, T is, we understand the concept. T is a polygon with 3 sides. Okay, hence from this statement, what we have observed from this statement, hence the set of all elements in A, related to T is the set of all triangles. No, T is the polygon with 3 sides. That means T is a triangle. Okay, T is a polygon with 3 sides. That means T is a triangle. Okay, what we observed from this statement is, from this statement we observed that, okay, hence we can write here, hence the set of all elements in A related to the triangle T is the set of all triangles. Okay, hence the set of all elements in A, related to triangle T is, what is T here? T is the polygon with 3 sides. That T is a, therefore T is a triangle. Okay, triangle T is the set of all triangles. Okay, this is the answer for the second part. Okay, up to this the 13th sum is over here. Okay, please subscribe my channel Max Club CBSE, like and share with your families and friends. If you have any doubts, please comment me in the comment section. I'll give you clarification. Okay, thank you.